everybody, how are you guys doing? Today is day 3 of our carnivore challenge. Let's talk about some things though, because I have some things to explain and some things that are happening to me because of the change in diet. So come on you guys, let's get this day started. Good morning everyone. Hey, good morning. Welcome on in folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. Yes indeed, you guys, I did Tai Chi today. I've already dressed. I've changed my outfit and everything. I'm back. It's 12:39. The minute I came home, I had to get dressed and changed because I was hecka hot and uncomfortable because this is the first time in a month since I injured my knee that I worked out, and you're doing very slow, almost isometrical movements, and my knee was just screaming. So I changed my clothes, got out of it. You guys, weird things, some weird things that have been happening, and I'll explain. Not weird, but they make sense to me. I'm not a good traveler when I am traveling across time zones. It takes me time to get used to time zones. I'm not a good hotel hopper. I don't do well in other beds and trying to figure out what pillow I want and all those things. So it's wonderful being able to travel in our Vida as far as some of those things are concerned. We were just getting used to the time zone change when we came back. And we went through 2 time zones. So in Texas, we were 2 hours ahead of us and got used to our schedule following our time, our normal times, but it was 2 hours ahead. Since we have been back, I always quit eating 5:30. If we went out to dinner for a date, we would leave and try to get there by 4:30 because I'd want to be done with all food by 6, and I am eating later at night. Last night we came home and I'm hungry, and I think this appetite surge that I'm experiencing since I quit HRT, hormone replacement therapy, has something to do with that too. I knocked my body into a change for 3 months, then I ripped the bandage off and stopped doing HRT because I gained weight and it wasn't doing what I wanted it to until I could come back and go to a specialist that deals with identical HRT and go to an endocrinologist and get some major blood workup done, etc. So my body is going, I'm like a yo-yo, right? I bounced down, now I'm back up, you know, time change, and I am eating, I think, more food than I've eaten, gosh, 14 years, Harry, would you say? Mm-hmm. When I had a lap band, I'm allowing my body to eat, but I gotta stop this late night stuff. Last night I came and at 10 o'clock, I grabbed the bacon. Harry and I ate the bacon last night. I ate the rest of my steak about 8 o'clock last night. So I have to feed myself earlier in the morning to get my body back on track. My sleep is screwed up. So I've got some issues that I've got to deal with physically and mentally as far as the times changes, you know, eating changes, etc. What do you think, Harry?
Well, I think we should have a new rule. I don't think we should be allowed to have bacon in the house, but or only cook what you're going to eat for that meal. Because when it's sitting in that refrigerator,
I grab it.
You grab it.
You're right. I agree. Let's make that a rule. No more pan, because I'll eat. And you guys, it's the fat. And that's another thing. I'm craving the fat. So I must need it because I crave it. And especially bacon, don't I, Harry? I just dig into the bacon.
Bacon is pretty much, I think, your downfall.
A trigger food?
Yeah, big time. Yep.
I agree.
If it's sitting in the refrigerator, it like eats away at you. You have to have it.
It's like a boredom thing. I go and have to eat eat it.
Yeah.
Like you had to with cheese, if we had a big block of cheese.
Right.
He and Felicia would have a cheese fest.
Oh, yeah.
On a Saturday
I take, if the girls were having a problem, we'd go in and eat cheese and talk about it.
It would. You know, the Tillamook one you get at Costco.
Yeah, the big one.
We're talking. Speaking of which, someone said yesterday that Tillamook cheese was recalled at Costco. So check your Tillamook cheese and go to Costco and figure that out. So that's quite interesting, and I agree with Harry. We need to cook just the bacon we're going to eat. So I agree with that. I agree I need to have, what do you think, 6 o'clock stop time for food?
Oh, yeah. At
6?
least 6 at the latest, yeah.
Because I'm just all over the place. I'm also a boredom eater, and I've got to stop that too. So we're off of a vacation. We've got to get back on track. Now, somebody said something, and I went back and checked my video day before yesterday, our first day. Things have got to change in it. 7 minutes in, 7:01 exactly, I stated that we were going to try to limit going out to eat. I did not say we were not ever going to go out to eat in the 60 days. I said we are not having any alcohol at all. We're removing that from the equation. We're trying to limit going out to eat. However, if I have a meeting or we are meeting friends or somebody invites us out to dinner and there's food, we are going to do that. But as far as Harry and I purposefully going out, you know, 3 times a week, you know, go to a movie, go out to dinner, we're going to try to curtail that. But I did not say, and if I did, I apologize, that we are not ever going out to eat in 60 days, because that's not something that is something we can do with our family and friends.
Well, you can't ever really say, I'm not going to go out, because you have birthdays, you have get-togethers, you have family comes down, all kinds of stuff has always happened, so I don't think it's really possible.
Friends stop by.
Yeah, friends stop by. It's impossible for you to say you're never going to do it, but you know your restaurants, and you know what you can have at certain restaurants, and I think that's probably the best way to go. So you can't really say, oh, I'm never going. You can't. No.
Well,
that's impossible.
For us. So we did really good with our Vita instead of traveling by car, because we kept trying to, we did logistics. We literally sat down, checked the price of gas, did an average, checked the price of hotels, did an average, checked prices of food, did an average, and it was cheaper to take our Vita and stay at RV parks or resorts, me cook. We basically ate out at Hack Your Health for our meetup, and that you know, people invited us to a barbecue. The Keto CHOW folks did, which awesome. We had a fabulous time there, and they got Marcy Black Barbecue too. And then Cindy Demanche coordinated the meetup at the Country Line restaurant. I mean, at San Antonio, on the fly, Gloria and Ken had gotten home from their cruise. She found out we were right in her hometown. She instant messaged me, and it's like, you know, within a couple hours we met up with them and went out to dinner. So it's those types of things. But basically, I cooked in our Vita. We did not go, you know, we had a few times we went out to eat. After all, we're on vacation, but we didn't have to eat out 3 times a day or 2 times a day, or, you know, we didn't have to do that.
Well, what I found kind of amazing was that we only gained like 3 and 4 pounds, you know.
Being gone 4 days less than a month.
Yeah, right. I found that amazing.
I agree, even though we were up from, you know, our lowest weight gradually. So anyway, my thing is, I want to get back on track. I want to quit eating at 6 p.m. I want to limit the foods that call my name, like bacon. Great idea, Harry. Mm-hmm. Make just the amount of bacon you want to eat.
Right.
I agree about that. You know, if I'm really hungry, I can cook some steak or some hamburger or an egg. But the bacon calls my name, you guys. I'm telling you. I did a bacon fast. If you guys want to see that, I did it for 30 days and I was in bacon heaven. I loved that particular fast. Anyway, I just wanted to bring those things up. you know, time changes, traveling, all of those things that we have been doing for a very long time. This is the longest vacation Harry and I have ever taken away from the house. So we've got to get back on track besides doing the carnivore diet. Yes, indeed. And we're limiting dairy, but not omitting dairy. I'm trying to limit my seasoning, but not omitting seasoning. We are omitting alcohol. We have alcohol here, it just sits here. We really don't drink at home at all. It's when we go out to eat.
Or
that
the kids show up.
Absolutely, the kids show up. You know, they're whiskey drinkers. We have whiskey. We have a vodka in here from I don't know how many years ago, but whoever wants vodka, there's something in there. That kind of a thing. But that doesn't bother me. I don't have a problem with that. I can walk away with that and say never in 60 days. That is not an issue. I have done no coffee, and I've done coffee, and I've done black coffee, and I've done the whole thing, and we've tested it with our blood strips and everything else. If I want coffee, I'll have it. If I don't want coffee, I won't. Sometimes I don't drink coffee for a couple days. I usually only have about a cup, and this is a big, you know, bigger cup than a regular size cup. But I usually have this, and I usually leave some of it in the bottom, don't I, Harry?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I always wind up drinking it.
Yeah, Harry does. I like iced coffee, so I just need to start making iced coffee with my coffee. But I just wanted to share a few of those things because I was thinking about it, and I'm not going to get upset if I gain a little bit of weight changing this by eating when I'm hungry, changing my body back over, getting more regimented again. But I'm going to stick to carnivore, and I have been binge watching all the, I have books like you would not believe. All the doctor's books. I have a box I have no place to put on my shelf because I've got one whole shelf of keto carnivore books, and I have a whole box full that I need to pull some of my novels and stuff off, so I have room for this. But
or build another shelf.
Yeah, there you go, Harry. You can build me another shelf when you can get to your saws in the garage. So anyway, I just wanted to share those things. If we can get the lactose-free or low lactic acid products, then Harry can have that. Like today, I'm going to cook something with a little bit of the cottage cheese that has that. So we know that works for him. You know, and we're going to try to, you know, make it simple. Whole foods, you know, but if I need to meet Felicia and she says, hey, I'm over here, can we stop here? Can we meet? Can we talk? Because her husband works from home. He does presentations via Skype. He's a global traveler. He deals globally. So sometimes we can't be, she has 2 greyhounds. One has cancer, and it's a stage 4 cancer. So she has some issues with her pets and stuff. So we have to meet off-site. Harry has to be doing things here, so it's just easy for us to go get a pedicure and stop by a place where we can just hang and talk about the book. Things like that. So if we go to like Chalice and Dave's, or they come here, I'll provide the meat. You can have whatever else you guys want. I'll provide the meat. She said, will you eat deviled eggs? Heck yeah. I know how she makes her deviled eggs. But it's unrealistic for us to say we're never going to go out to eat. So I just wanted to clarify that. If you heard me say that, I don't think I said that. I looked back at the video and I said we were going to try to limit, because we were going out like every day, a meal somewhere, doing something sometimes, and having issues that you guys don't know about family-wise in the background where we need to grab something as we're doing things. So just wanted to share that, wanted to clarify that, wanted to share with you guys, do you have problems traveling? Do you have problems with time zone changes, especially like a 2-hour or 3-hour difference? Do you have issues with trying to get on track time-wise with your food after you've gone on a long vacation or extended vacation? Let me know. Leave me some information in the comments. Tell me about you and tell me how you have solved those issues. Do you set a time that this is a hard cutoff time? I also thought I'm going to bring out my bouillon or broth And if I'm hungry or bored, instead of eating, I'm gonna have a hot cup of bone broth or broth at night if it's after 6 p.m. because I thought that'll help, that'll give me good flavor. It's something I can sip, and it's not going to be a detriment to me having too much food in my system and saving that, you know, going to sleep at night. Anyway, just wanted to share that. Anyway, you guys, I've got to cook us something to eat because I've been talking too long. Yes, I have. And Harry's holding up his little phone. When do you get your gimbal?
I think tomorrow, I think. I hope so, because this is tiring.
He's leaning against the cabinet. Poor guy. Here, stay just like that. Just stay like that. Give me this. That's Harry.
That's me.
That's his prop. Anyway, you guys, see you in the next segment. Hey, you guys, I'm gonna use my Burger Master. Thank you, everybody. Lindsay Murphy's shown how to use hers. I guess she's got the meatball one. Joe and Rachel have done it, so I'm very excited. Yesterday, I did show you upside down, the wrong side, so come over here, Harry. First of all, each side has the corner that has the little dots on it right here. This is actually the bottom where you want to put the meat in. I don't know if you can see that really well.
Yeah.
This is the side that's like a cookie cutter, where you want to fold. It's the lid, and it even says in here, lid. Right here, lid, L-I-D. You can't
For those
really
of us
see
who
it.
can read.
Fill the bottom tray, do not overfill. It tells you in here. It says, place the lid over the bottom tray, line up the arrow in the top high corner, press down across the lid to seal. So you can't see it because it's the same color. So I'm finding my dot, I'm putting it in the upper corner. I've got this facing me where it says lid, so I know I'm doing it right. So when I turn it over to do the cookie cutter press, the verbiage is right side up. Oh, it's made in Canada. Anyway, I just wanted to share that part of it because I had it wrong and I don't want to do it wrong. I've got to get this beef in there. I bought this beef, and today is the 23rd, and this meat needs to be put in the freezer by the 23rd. So
way to go, eh?
Eh? So I'm gonna put it in.
Sorry, guys, I'm hand holding all this.
Sorry. And it just says, just take your meat, press it into all the little slots. Don't overfill, but you want to fill it up. So you want to get it to the top. And I can't stand the feel of chicken or raw hamburger meat, so this is working really good. We can do this all at once.
Does it happen to tell you like how many pounds will fit in this thing?
Yeah, it does. It's like 2 pounds, or that would make sense because this is 2.97 pounds. So let's see how much of this.
It also says don't overfill, right?
Right. You want to get to the top because you want it to seal and cookie cut. The top is kind of like a cookie cutter. You know, it puts the lines in it. It's like you would roll out dough, right? And then you would use a cookie cutter. This top is like a cookie cutter to me. That's just my analogy. You know, sure. I think it's...
Well, yeah, it is. It's like a...
pretty sound analogy.
If you were, when you were a kid, if you played with Play-Doh...
Yes, Play-Doh with your little machines.
It'd be great because like you stuffed all that stuff in the little molds.
Mm-hmm, you did.
Yeah.
My mom made homemade Play-Doh for us with flour, salt, and water before Play-Doh became a big thing, you know? Yeah,
I had a buddy's mom who used to do that because she got tired of him eating the Play-Doh.
Yeah, ooh, that was...
So she started making the stuff, and that was all he was allowed to use.
We had a few kids that would eat that stuff. It's like glue, remember paste?
Well, he had a problem going to the bathroom.
I guess. Ugh. And it would be green, yellow. It would be... Think of the colors of Play-Doh. Children do the strangest things. Yes, they do. So I don't want to overfill this. I'm just making sure that I'm not overfilling this. Getting into all these cute little corners. Thank you all for great tips on my current and my new hamburger press. I appreciate that. I think that looks pretty good, don't you?
Yeah, it looks good.
Flat.
Time to press.
Time to press. And this is gonna be, here, can you lift up the lid over there?
Make that for Sally, because Sally needs some new stuff.
Does she need some?
Yeah, just cook that up for her.
Well, I'm gonna cook it up for both of us because I'm hungry.
All right.
Can we share?
I guess so.
Can we share, please?
Well, you need more than that.
Well, I also, this is just for one meal, dear. I also have buffalo.
That's, like I said, you're going to need more than that.
Really?
For one meal?
Well, I have an idea of what I'm making. It's going to include hamburger, but not exclusively hamburger.
What is the other thing?
Eggs and cottage cheese. I'll show you.
You're going to need more than that.
Harry's hungry. Anyway, let me press this.
Here we go.
So I got mine dotted on this side, dotted this side. My lid is right side up, so here we go. And it says, oh, just slides right in there like a cookie cutter.
Probably should put the corner down first, the first corner.
I did.
Down,
that's what I did. Yep, that's what I did. So hopefully I don't have it over full.
You might have a little over full.
I don't know. That's what I'm, nope, it snaps down. That's another thing, it snaps into place if you do this right. Oh, I can feel it snapping, you know, if you do it right.
You got this edge over here, the clothes over here, this whole edge here.
My hands, my wrists are sore from doing sword play, fan
Oh boy, I should
play.
take something.
I'm good. Oh, we went in the jacuzzi last night. It was so wonderful.
Nice.
There you go.
See it, hold it up. It's all ready to go. So then
it's all ready to go.
You can slide it right in like this, like we do with all the other stuff. Just right in like that.
I'm gonna do that. I have to rearrange that. So right now, I have to rearrange my freezer. So for just right now, for the sake of time, I'm gonna get my eggs out. I'm gonna get my cottage cheese.
You were supposed to get another one of those last night, and
I
you
know,
didn't get it.
and I didn't. And I need to ask Alexa when mine is coming. So I'll just put this right here. It'll go in.
Oh, you said the word.
I know, I'm sorry. You guys.
Making everybody's, you know what, go off.
I'm having tri-tip steaks tonight. I took that big tri-tip roast and cut it into steaks, so you guys get to see that too. I'm excited about that. Harry wants hamburger.
Yep.
Harry's all about the hamburger.
Yep.
So, see, Harry, I have a pound of bison too.
Okay, open it up because we're going to be needing it.
You want me to cook it all now? I was going to cook this fresh tonight. Can I cook? I'm going to make kind of an omelet with hamburger
let's do it.
And cottage cheese in the
Okay, I know
middle.
what you're talking about now. I thought you were just going to like make a bowl and throw a couple of eggs on top. That's not enough for that. It's not enough for that. You got to have, if you're just going to put it in a bowl and throw an egg on top of it, that's not enough.
No. Okay. I'm glad you agree about what I'm going to cook you, because I can change it.
No,
I was going to make like an omelet.
Now that I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's enough.
Good. Let me get a little bowl to crack my eggs in. Ugh.
Mom, do I get some hamburgers?
Yes, you do, honey. And you get cottage cheese.
I like cottage cheese.
I know you do. Did you take a long puppy nap while I was gone?
Still working on it.
She loves her long puppy downtime. Right?
Yep.
I'm gonna make a big fat omelet. How does that sound? 4.
It's hard to keep my fingers out of the frame.
I know, I'm sorry, honey. Your gimbal will come. And I'm sorry that Arvita tossed it to the floor.
Yeah, man, that thing broke right in half.
It was weird.
But it was old.
Well, old as in a couple years.
Well, for equipment, yeah, it was old. It's starting to squeak and do all kinds of weird stuff.
I put a little bit of water in my egg, so I'm gonna get some over here at the Patriot.
Yeah, that was a lot.
So we got 6 eggs instead of 3. Oh, my arms! I'm sore. Alejandra, I went to worked out with her, and she's like, I gotta take these out of here. Hey, you guys, we'll be right back. I gotta get these shells out and get the hamburger browned, and then we'll be back. Okay, let's do some Chef's Blend. Chef's Blend, Redmond smoked salt Chef's Blend. Trying to limit my seasonings more to the salt, Redmond real salt side of things, and PLUCK. PLUCK does have some organic herbs and spices in them, but I need to go through my spice cabinet anyway and get rid of the old spices. You don't want moldy spices.
On the rig too.
I did do that before we left. Remember, I did that one of the days.
Nah, I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this more like a hash.
All right.
Than an omelet. That smells good, doesn't it?
Yep.
That way the eggs will absorb the fat from the beef. There's not a ton of fat in here, but enough that we get that high fatness. You mean you feel very presidential?
That's it.
Oh, because you're frozen?
I'm frozen. Not moving much.
Trust me, I may not be moving tonight. I'm gonna need to do the jacuzzi.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
And you're moving very slowly, and you're doing like leg kicks and all that stuff. Whew, my knee.
We gotta come down there and film you one of these times.
I know. When like I'm 90, I may try out for a belt.
When you're 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll.
Well, it's gonna take about 20 years, and I'm starting very late in life since I'm already 70. So you should have seen this little girl working on the. I forgot what it's called. It's this thing. It's a huge metal ball on a long thing, and she was whipping it.
Really?
Master Lee had her in a private session.
Yeah.
And then she went to her locker and brought out 2 gold medals and 1 copper medal. So she had her whole belt on. That little girl, let me tell you, I would say she maybe was 7 years old.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yes.
Is it one of his kids or?
One of his students. The parents were there. She was having a private lesson with Master Lee. And they put a divider.
Getting her ready for the Olympics when she gets older.
And she was fierce with this thing. And hers was a rope with a ball on it, you know, like a tennis ball, so she could do the stuff, you know, and under. And she fell down it a couple times, but she had the trajectory, you know, she had the timing. She was doing pretty good. And Master Lee then got out there, and he's like re-slanging. He is.
Well, that's his thing, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you have the table set? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I could do that at the same time
come back.
as I'm filming.
Come back. Harry's got to go set the table now if he wants to eat.
My other job, waiter.
We'll come back when we're ready to eat. I'm putting some spicy PLUCK on this, just across the top, just to give it some delicious taste to it. I love cottage cheese. I grew up eating cottage cheese, so.
I hated it when I was a kid because Mom always put it on top of a piece of lettuce, one big piece of lettuce, and a half of a pear.
Pear? Well, didn't you have the peach and mayonnaise thing too?
Oh God, yeah, she loved that. I was like,
Anyway, you guys, looks delicious. Come on over to the table and we'll do a taste test. This is what's left of my electrolyte daily elixir that I make with my MSM, which I really need, and my iodine, and then my salty electrolytes in my water. And I'll tell you something. This is gonna be delicious. Very hungry.
So you get it all in here.
Can you see through my Stanley? Can you see?
Uh-huh. What do you got in there? Look at that.
So it's hamburger, scrambled egg with like, I would say 1/3 of a cup of cottage cheese.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It really is good.
Harry and I really enjoy our remodel and buying the smaller table instead of that Queen Anne table that I had that was so big.
It was ridiculous.
We were eating in the dining room on TV trays all the time, in the back room, instead of the table. So this has really made a huge difference, and it's really nice. I enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah,
Harry?
me too. That's the way I like to eat. Yeah, I really like this meal, but I like to mix my stuff in. You know?
I do too.
I like to get a little bit on every bite.
Remember Mom used to make us puchigi with the cottage cheese and potato noodles and bacon. I bet you I can make it and use like egg life wrap noodles because they're soft.
That was one of my favorites she made.
You did. We all loved puchigi. I keep doing this, you guys. It's my hands. I did a lot of sword play today and fan. Anyway, gotta eat now, folks. Meal prepping. I've got my ground bison that Sally gets half of, but I'm gonna start here. Oh, this is heating up since Harry can't help me because we don't have a gimbal. I've got her chicken here that I've got to cook. Chicken out. Can't stand the feel of it. The good news is I probably should cut this. You know what? I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna get some gloves on and those scissors and cut them because she can't eat a whole big one.
No.
Okay, cutting the chicken. Fingerling works better, doesn't it, dear, for Sal? When the chicken's done, I'm going to put these hamburger patties in that are right under Harry's elbow. So we have those. I'm going to take a chicken patty with me, a hamburger patty with me to Zana's because I'm going to get my hair done. Yes, I am this afternoon, and it takes several hours. So I'm only going to get a roots and shampoo, conditioner, style, and maybe a trim. So it'll take me less time to get that. So.
I call it female brain massage.
I'll cook those after these are done. Sally's go in plain and clean. Let those cook. I cook them at 400 for about 20 degrees. 20 minutes at 400 degrees. These hamburger patties are 85.15. We had these yesterday. They were very good, weren't they, Harry?
Yeah, they were.
So I'm going to cook these. So if Harry gets hungry while I'm gone, he can have 2 hamburger patties. I feel like a human. Got my pedicure, and I'm getting my hair done. Did my manicure. Ooh, yes, I did. And just trucking right along. When I come home, depending on the time. Now, this steak is way too fatty for Harry. So I'm probably going to leave the hamburger patties for him, and I'm going to eat this. He does not care for fat, the taste of big pieces of fat. He's a New York steak more.
Oh, yeah.
And even prime rib, he asks him to sear it. He can't stand the fat parts on the prime rib. So I'm going to cook this. He's going to taste it. But I know he's going to cut off some of the fats and stuff. So we'll have this when I get home this afternoon. I'm going at 3. I plan on being home about 5:30, so we can have steak before 6.
You are not going to get back here in 2.5 hours.
Well, I'm only doing the roots though. Before she always, every other time she does my roots, and then she pulls highlights and lowlights. So that's like, you do your roots, you set that up, then you wash your hair, do everything, blow dry that out, and then you start all over again with the other colors. Then you wash that out, condition it, leave the conditioner in, then she styles it, then she cuts it, she does, you know. So you're right. I love Zana. She's very meticulous. She does a great job. I should probably take steak with me.
Yeah.
And I can film it if I eat it.
That's right.
Her steak, she's got a refrigerator and a full kitchen where she's got, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm gonna let this just set up. Notice there's just juice, no fat. This is 90-10 bison. Yes, I know bison and buffalo are 2 separate, but I do interchange them when I call them an animal, but basically we eat bison, not buffalo.
What? Not buffalo?
No. Sometimes I say buffalo. It's a bison. Bisons are a little bit smaller. I think they have shorter horns. Buffalo have bigger horns. They're a bigger animal. They look the same other than that. You know, I'm sure there's other little characteristics. I know we have one of our viewers races bison, I believe. So anyway, guys, I'm going to do this cooking. I'm going to get everything done. I'm going to have steak. I'm going to have hamburger. I'm going to have beef or bison, excuse me, for Harry. When he eats, if I am gone, he will share, and I will share what I eat at the beauty salon. But you guys, I think I'm going to close out because I've got to get ready to go. So please remember, if you have not done so already, please remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up,
Just heard her.
and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm tired still, but I slept good. I can have some meat.
Yes, you can. You said goodnight. You're such a good little girl. Now, I've got some hot bison for you. Oh, I know. Would you like some cottage cheese?
I love some cottage cheese.
Okay, let me get a little spoon. I'll put some on your little bowl.
Hurry. I need my cottage cheese fixed.
You do, huh?
Oh, yes. Some buzz around my head because I can't stop shaking my head.
There you go. Here you go. Sit down. Just wait. Oh, thank you. Would you like to come have some cottage cheese?
Yes, got a little cottage cheese. No.
Can you say goodnight?
Good night, everybody. Busy. My cottage cheese. Good night. Zero.
One that says lactic acid. Enjoy the cottage cheese. Yes, indeed. And Harry, it works really well for him. So if you guys have not tried this brand, I would try it if you miss cottage cheese and you have lactose issues.
You know, Mom? I think I need seconds on a cottage cheese.
How about you wait till dinner? Can we just call that your appetizer?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, you guys, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I guess we're going.